Hi, my name is Cynthia Ellis, and I will be discussing globalization and the economy. Be moving over to the next slide. As we all know, Toys R Us has been going out of business and slowly closing out their stores. In 2007, Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy. They are approximately closing about 1/5 of their domestic locations, and that translates to around 180 stores. With the restructuring, they are about $5 billion in debt, and many other retail stores are following suit. And I want to say that this is due to the online shopping market growing, such as companies with Amazon taking over. They have their ease of access for them, and other stores that are closing out, storefront stores, are Sears and Kmart. Also Gap. Gap plans to close approximately 200 more locations, followed by Walmart announcing 63 closures of Sam's Club. Like I said before, one of these factors stated in different articles is because of all the online shopping that is now happening, ease of access to certain technology, not in every country, but most. And Amazon has been one of the biggest companies aggressively growing its toy business. Parents everywhere, of course, are happy to shop from home instead of taking their kids to stores with them. On a larger global issue, this is affecting lots of brick and mortar stores. Take for example with truck drivers. They move product all over the country. 1.6 million drivers haul and drive delivery trucks. They represent the cost of delivering product from one destination to another. As we move forward and driverless technology is one day perfected, this may also cause unemployment. According to the Sustainment Development article that we looked at, global unemployment has already increased from 170 million in 2007 to nearly 202 million in 2012. That translates to 75 million young men and women. If we look at the modernization theory, we can use that for help define globalization. Globalization is the sharing of culture and money and products between countries, according to the video Globalization Theories. Another reason stores are possibly closing, the online market is growing, it's just ease of access, like I mentioned earlier. In these busy times, people would rather have the convenience of shopping at home than fighting the traffic or the crowds. What does this mean for our economic future? Like I said earlier, people going out in business will increase the unemployment rate. And let's see. Definitely will increase the unemployment rate because it's just easier to shop online, and people like the ease of access. Things like fresh food delivery and technology are offered by folks like Amazon, and instead of quality, people want the ease of access. Quality just takes second place. Other things like this, or mom and pop businesses may not be able to implement, but perhaps they can look at building a better online presence and finding other little things to do that are pretty innovative that some companies already do, such as Walmart and Target. They implemented store pickups, and there are free apps or inexpensive apps possibly people could use. Like McDonald's now has their own app for delivery. Consumers are demanding changes so quickly, causing many companies to become indebted and having to figure a way basically to reorder business and adapt with better funded rivals. Because the bigger companies have all the money in the world to keep changing things, while the smaller companies have to struggle to keep afloat and keep up with the big companies. If we looked at the world systems theory, perhaps this is happening due to the poorer peripheral countries are willing to manufacture items at a fraction of the price compared to those in core countries. If we look at the modernization theory, I can look at the growth of the internet and the ever-growing online economy created from it. And from the transformationalist perspective, everything is changing, and so the world will change, follow suit. The world systems theory is a theory that focuses on the world as a unit instead of just looking at the individual countries. Separates countries into three parts, as I mentioned earlier: core, periphery, and semi-periphery. And the modernization theory proposes all countries follow a similar path of development, assuming traditional countries can develop into modern countries the same way that today's modern countries developed. If we look at the transformationalist perspective, again, I mentioned earlier, doesn't have a specific cause or outcome, but they believe that national governments are changing and perhaps becoming less important. To see the world orders changing, although uncertain into what specific pattern. And again, as I mentioned earlier, perhaps the small businesses, entrepreneurs could look into social media as a means to stay afloat, because we have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Pick your poison and start promoting your businesses. In closing, perhaps everybody could work together and collaborate and find more innovative ways to stay afloat at a fraction of the cost. And a way we could do this is to bringing modern technology to all, such as we saw in the Li-Fi video, also at a fraction of the cost. Thank you for listening. If you are interested in reviewing any of the references I utilized or the 2 events that I took for the storefront closings, here are the references and second page of references. Again, thank you for listening.